Imagine a time when hearing your favorite new song meant a trip to the store or dropping a coin in a jukebox. It was a tangible experience, holding that piece of music in your hands. But in the 1950s, a special kind of record changed everything for music lovers. 45 RPM records were incredibly popular in the 1950s primarily because they were affordable, durable, and perfectly designed for playing single-hit songs. This made music more accessible to everyone, especially the burgeoning teenage market, and for use in busy jukeboxes. The popularity of the 45 RPM record stemmed from a fierce format war in the late 1940s. Columbia Records introduced the long-playing 33 and a third RPM album for classical music and longer works. Not to be outdone, RCA Victor responded by creating the 7-inch, 45 RPM single. RCA Victor strategically focused on the idea of a single hit song, a direct contrast to Columbia's albums. They aimed for immediate gratification. These small discs, initially released in vibrant colors to differentiate genres, featured a much larger center hole than other records. This unique design required a special adapter, which often came with record players or was sold separately. It made them perfectly suited for automatic record changers and, crucially, for jukeboxes, which could effortlessly stack and play multiple singles. The material they were made from also played a part. Vinyl, being less brittle than the older shellac 782 RPM records, meant they could withstand more play and handling, a big plus for teenagers who would play their favorite songs over and over. They were also inexpensive, allowing young people to buy several records for the price of one album. For the average listener, this meant you could walk into a 5-and-dime store, pick out the latest rock and roll sensation, and take it home without breaking your piggy bank. You could easily collect all the current chart toppers, swapping them in and out of your record player to create your own personal playlist, long before streaming was even a dream. Their compact size also made them easy to store and carry, fitting neatly into record cases. Interestingly, the initial color coding by RCA Victor was a clever marketing strategy that quickly faded as the format gained widespread acceptance regardless of color. Red was for popular music, green for country and western, and blue for classical. While this colorful approach didn't last, the records themselves certainly did. The 45 RPM single became the primary vehicle for the explosive growth of rock and roll and rhythm and blues, truly defining the sound of a generation. So, the 45 RPM record wasn't just a piece of plastic. It was a symbol of musical freedom and choice. Its affordability and focus on single songs fueled the rise of youth culture and transformed how music was consumed, making hit tunes an everyday pleasure and a cornerstone of 1950s social life.